guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree if you are new here, and in today's video I want to do like a holiday-ish makeup look, but keep it true to myself and do like a holiday grunge makeup look. So if you guys want to hang out and do some grungy holiday makeup, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the Auric Smoke Reflect in Entice, which is just like a really pretty dark green, kind of olivey green shade. I'm just gonna load up a little flat shader brush, and I'm gonna kind of do basically the same thing that I do when I start out doing a smoky wing, which is with like a pencil. And just like apply some on, kind of smudge it around. I'm not really caring about how even it is or, you know, smooth it is. I'm serious, I'm not looking for perfection here by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just looking for a base layer. The best part about grungy makeup is that it can be messy and smudgy. And next up, I'm going to take a matte black. The matte black that I'm grabbing is not from the main palette that I'm using in today's look, so I'm just a matte black. And I'm going to just start to set down right at my lash line, just for even more like smokiness. And then for the actual palette that I'm going to be using today, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Culture palette. Mostly because it just has these really beautiful greens in it, which is just going to be perfect for today's look. So I'm going to take this really tiny smudger brush, and I'm going to go into this dark green shade down here, and I'm just going to start smoking this kind of right above the black. And again, I'm not worrying about what's going on underneath, and I'm not even really worrying about like the outer edge, the point. I'm going to sharpen that up later. I'll clean up my under eye, like I'll clean up the bottom before I do my base, and I'll sharpen this area out when I do my lower lash line. Next up, I'm going to take a slightly larger smudger brush, and I'm going to go into the lighter green shade. I'm not applying a ton of this because I don't want a whole lot of like grassy green, but it is softening it up nicely and just kind of making it look a little bit more smoky and blended. But I am keeping this like just barely above. Okay, and then really quick, I'm just going to take my brow setting brush and my brow setting powder, and because I didn't set my brows before I started this, I'm just going to set my brow bone all the way down to, I just want to make sure all of that primer that's on my lids is set. That way nothing creases. Running that over it just to soften it up a little bit more, and then I'm going to go back in reverse, deepen it back up. Okay, like I said, now I'm just going to go in reverse. I'm going to go lightest to darkest now. I'm going to go back into that grassy green shade, and I really am placing the majority of my brush where the actual wing is, not above it, so I'm not getting a lot of that grassy green shade. And then smaller brush into the darker green. And then rather than going in with that really like defined liner brush that I used for the black, I'm going to take this exact same smudger brush, and I'm going to dip just the tip of it into the black. Primarily focus it like I'm smudging up from my lash line, and then just kind of flicking out what's extra. That way I can re-intensify the black without making it like too defined. Okay. And then I'm just going to do this with you guys on camera. So what I like to do is like to take a makeup remover wipe. I'll put my finger on it. And I just, you know, start out by cleaning out my under eyes. And then I take my finger and I just go up. Okay, and then last but not least, just to make this a little bit more holiday-ish, a little bit more glitz and glamour, you guys are seeing this early. Technically this is for my holiday haul, but I filmed out of order, so it is what it is. But I'm going to grab the ColourPop like duochrome liquid shadow in the shade Glaze, and I'm going to take a little bit on my finger. And I'm just going to kind of tap it on my lid. And then I'll let that dry down completely, so when I go to do my under eyes, I'll kind of clean up this space right up in here that I kind of just covered up with that liquid shadow. But it doesn't have a lot, but it adds a little bit of something, you know? So I'm gonna go put on my base and I will be right back. So I was waiting for my husband to get ready for work. So I just did my cream bronzer and cream blush off of camera as well. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream bronzer in Sunkissed and the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream blush in Nectarine. And then for powder blush, I'm gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in Pink Sands, because I don't want anything like too heavy. And then for powder bronzer, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Primer and Piece Bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. And I'm kind of taking a little bit of that powder bronzer, like right where my, like right in this area right here, so that it's not so like starkly light. Okay, I'm gonna go set down the rest of my face and I will be right back. Okay, obviously this would not be a grungy makeup look if I didn't contour, so I'm using the NYX Sweet Cheeks matte blush in So Taupe. And then I'm just gonna go back in with my bronzer brush with no extra product, just to kind of soften a little bit. And I am going to pick up a little bit of extra for my forehead after I set my face. Alright, so it is time to jump back to my under eyes. Or just my eyes in general, I guess I should say. I'm going to start out with my black on the really fine liner brush. I am going to do the little inner corner extension, but I'm going to do that like after I put on like my highlight and stuff, so I'll do that off camera, mostly because I have to be like inside of a mirror to do that. And then I'm going to take my very tiny smudger brush into the dark green. And then my bigger smudgy brush into the light green, just to soften a little bit. But I'm not going to soften like the underside really. Alright, I'm going to take just a little bit of my Physicians Formula like Butter Glow powder. Just add a little bit of forehead glow. Big reason why I'm doing this today is because it's rather dry outside, which means my face, like my facial oils, aren't going to break through my makeup throughout the day. So I kind of want to just like make my skin look a little bit more healthy. And then for blush topper, I'm going to use the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush in Pretty Peach. And for highlight, I'm going to use the Revlon Skin Lights Highlight in Daybreak Glimmer. So I'm going to put this like right above my tear duct and right below. Alright, and that's it for now. I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my face off of camera and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. One more little sort of kind of sneak peek on something from my holiday haul. For my lips, I'm wearing the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip in Sailor Fuku. It came from like the Sailor Moon collection. You'll see me talk about it in the holiday haul. I glued this lash up a little too high, so when I look up it looks a little crazy, but it is what it is. It looks fine when I look straight ahead, and that's all that matters. So I love the way that this makeup looks. It's not like overly holiday-y, and it's not like so incredibly grunge that like when you show up like this on Christmas Eve to grandma's house that grandma would be like, why is Satan here, you know? But like I still feel like I'm very much like in my vibe, but also like a little seasonal, you know? So I'm gonna wrap up today's video. I have therapy in like 30 minutes and I have things to do before therapy in 30 minutes. So I'm gonna bounce out. Let me know how you do makeup for the holidays. Like, do you do like cutesy makeup? Do you stick to your normal style? Do you not do anything special and you just like do your makeup how you always do your makeup? Like, what's the vibe? Let me know. Please subscribe if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the things. I hope that you guys have an awesome day. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.